Taffy Sinclair. I had a question about the use of numbers on Scientology's bridge, specifically with the auditor levels and org classes. What makes an org a class 6? What makes an auditor a class 12? Does St. Hill size also have an arbitrary number? Great question, Taffy. Thank you for this. The numbering system of the organizations aligns with or is in step with, which services on the bridge they can deliver. So a class 5 org is your lowest level Scientology church. The Church of Scientology of Denver is a class 5 organization. Those are the city level churches. Below that, you have missions. Those are not official churches. Those are more of public outreach activities that are designed to get people in, sell a lot of books, deliver some auditing and lower level training, and then ship the guys up to the next higher org. So the missions don't have a class number with them. There's no class system with the missions. It's only with the orgs, the organizations. Okay, they call them orgs for short because, of course, that's what Scientology does. They wouldn't want to call them churches. They really don't. They call them orgs. Okay, so class 5 orgs are your lowest level. That means they can deliver up to class 5 on the bridge to total freedom. And the bridge goes from nothing, lower level, class 0 is your lowest level training for auditors, up to class 12. 12 is the highest. On the auditing side, it goes up to OT level 15, but that's neither here nor there. The class system and the org numbering system is based on what level of auditor training they deliver, not what level of auditing processing they deliver. And I've done a couple of videos breaking down the entire bridge, and I will put links to those in the to the first one of those in the show notes here, so you can link to that. Because I break down and I show graphically what the bridge is and what all the services are and how it all breaks down. So if you haven't seen that and you want to know about how Scientology works, then that would be an important part of it. So the class system of training auditors is every next skill set that an auditor needs to learn is the next class. So you start at a class 0 auditor, and then you're a class 1, class 2, class 3, all the way up to a class 12. Okay, and I break down all the specifics of it in that other video. So you have just a couple different kinds of organizations. You have a class 5 organization. That's your city level church. Everything above that is a Sea Org organization. So you have a class 6 organization is a St. Hill organization. That's not St. Hill size. It's called a St. Hill organization because it can deliver the auditor training course called the St. Hill Special Briefing Course. It's a big course. It covers the entire chronology of Scientology's development. It takes about a year full-time to get through it, and that's why there's a whole separate organization whose main function is to deliver that course. Now, for the last many years, get this, they haven't been doing that. Miscavige pulled that course, and nobody's doing it now. But he'll probably re-release it at some point because it's too much of a moneymaker not to. They were selling those courses for $20,000 a pop. I mean, that's an expensive course, and people were paying for it and arranging their lives to go do it. So the St. Hill organizations are a class 6 organization. The next step up is a class 8 organization, and that's your advanced organizations. Those are the orgs that deliver the OT levels up through OT level 5, but they also deliver auditor training up to class 8. So if you want to be a class 8 auditor, you have to go to a class 8 advanced organization. There's one in Los Angeles, and there's one in St. Hill in England, and all the Sea Org bases have a class 6 and a class 8 organization. There is only one, the next step up is the class 12 organization, and that is FLAG, the Flag Service Organization in Clearwater. And that delivers auditor training all the way up to class 12. You have to be a Sea Org member in order to do that auditor training. But that's the only place in the world you can do it, is at Flag in Clearwater. Okay, so that's how the class system for the orgs work, and I hope that helped. Also, the St. Hill size thing is a completely separate issue, has nothing to do with this, and I'm just going to leave it at that for now.